Hey Blueberinos, you want to make this with me? Come on guys, I'm Khalid. We're going to have some fun creating this together. Let's get started. Have you seen our cute neutral carrots? We're going to have so much fun with this, creating a really neat wreath right on it. If you've never done this before, don't worry. It's going to be quick and easy, and best of all, it's going to be a lot of fun. This project is going to work with all neutrals. So we're talking greenery. We've even got some cool neutral carrots to put in here. And best of all, wait till you see the bow we're putting in this one. This is a really fun and easy project, and it'll be a great starter piece for you if you've never done this before. You're going to need a little block of floral foam. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut a little notch so that it can sit right here at the top. I like to use the floral foam because then I can kind of control the direction of where I'm going to put everything. So you see we've cut out a little notch. I'm going to get a little glue on there, and then we're going to tuck that little notch right over the grapevine part of the base. Once I do that, I can come in with some floral pins to get this really strong attached, and that means then I can start putting florals in here right away. So let's do that. I'm going to start by dipping this in my glue pot off here to the side. And once I do that, you can see my glue is there on my foam, and I'm just going to take and spread a little bit on here on the grapevine too to make sure it's going to go everywhere. And now I'm just going to take and wiggle it in. So I'm making sure I'm touching all that vine too. And then here I've got my little floral pins. I'm going to grab some of these. And basically these are U-shaped pins that are shaped like little U's. Can you see it there? It's a little wire U. And we're going to use those to go in to help support this kind of from the back and the sides. That way you're not just relying on glue. I've got some backup support here. We all need backup. We need backup in life, backup in floral design. We need all the backup we can get. So I'm going to go ahead and utilize these in from the angles. And what I'm trying to do is grab part of the actual grapevine when I put these through, okay? So I'm going to do that. You can even come from the back if you want. And I can come from the back and come in here and just press into the floral foam right from the fabric. But you do need to make sure you're holding everything from that grapevine base, because the fabric, we can't put a bunch of weight on it. It's got to be on the frame, okay? So once we've done that, we're good. We are set and ready to get started on the next step. And that means we're going to add the greenery, okay? I'm going to use this rosemary. Now, I love this rosemary because it works great every year for any type of carrot top. So I love that anyway. So we're going to take and cut some of these off here with our wire cutters. And I'm going to cut a couple of pieces. You may not need all of it. Take and push them up just a little so you can get a nice long cut down here. And this one here too. So I'm going to cut some pieces. And when you do, you're going to naturally get some clusters that are created from the bush. And I'll start pulling those off. I love this type of look for Easter. It's just for the people whose homes are a little more classic. They don't do all the color. They like all the neutral looks. I'm always making sure I've got something for those customers of mine like that, because I have a lot of customers who like that kind of look. So you'll see me making sure I've got that represented. So I love teaching that in design school too, because it's a great, filler for in between seasons too with the neutrals. And this way we're also letting it be a little seasonal with the carrots. So I'm going to take that center cluster. It's a little thicker, and you can see how I gave everybody a little movement. And here's where you can decide your direction. If you want to go left or right, you want to go straight up and down, you can choose whatever you want to do. So I am going to, I think I'm going to go a little left and right. Okay, so I'm going to dip this in the glue, skillet off to the side, and then I'm going to put the first piece in. Yay, the first piece is going in. And then we're going to work from there. Let's go ahead and start to shape out our base. So in design school, one of the first things we do generally when we're making one of our really gorgeous wreaths that I teach, we green out the base. And so you set the perimeter of your design with greenery. And in there, I'm going to teach you the principles behind design and why we're doing what we're doing and why we're mixing these textures and colors. But it's the same thing we're doing here today, where we're starting off with that greenery and laying it out. So you can see here, I'm spacing it out when I'm placing it on to create some really good dimension. I'm going to kind of create the background layer of the greenery. All right, and then we're going to leave some more greenery to come into the foreground because that's our superpower, dimension. Dimension's our superpower, and the reason I'm big on that is that's what's going to get you higher dollar for your pieces when you're ready to sell them. So keep that in mind. All right, so I kind of got a good shape started. I've got a little at the top, a little at the bottom. Now I'm going to bring in our other greenery that has this really drama. It has this fun drama. I love things with drama. So basically this is made to hang down. So we're going to put a little bit of it in the base and start by putting it kind of coming down. I'm going to take this one piece off and we'll kind of tuck it in. And I want to make sure I'm keeping this pretty tight so that the greenery doesn't cover up the whole carrot. I want there still to be a carrot there. So just take this and grab a floral pin again, and I'll just take and pin it right in to the bottom of the foam down here, okay? So you can just tuck this piece in right here. That's how she's in pretty. Oh yeah. All right, now I'm going to grab a couple of the pieces that are stand up and use those kind of at the top. So we'll put this piece in here. Let's go right over here to the right because that'll look kind of pretty laying over the edge. That'll look nice. So think about where it's going to go. Once you place it into the foam here, you got to think about how is that going to lay on my other layers. Oh yeah, it's going to lay good. How about one that comes to the left? Now that we got it going to the right, let's grab one more piece. Okay. And we're going to kind of shape it out. And this one I want to come this. Oh my gosh, is it starting to look like a carrot? I love it. I love when all those greens are going to pop out the top. So we're going to bring that in. Okay. Now, I don't know if you saw these killer ribbons over here. Those are going to be what we make our bow out of when we put it on here. So we're going to link the bow video here for you also. If you ask, if you need it, we will put it in the comments for you. So just ask, we can put the bow video in. But, let's put the carrots in next. Ha-ha! These neutral carrots are adorable. Right up my alley for this design. So we're going to take these and I'm going to trim them down fairly close to their stem. We're going to take the skinny one off and the little chunky one off. So I'm going to cut those off. And now I want to use these kind of coming out of the top. Just like we got our own little personal carrot patch here. How about this one off high and this one off low? How about like that? I like to stagger them a little higher, a little lower. I think that'll work great. So let's trim those where they would match right there. And let's go ahead and get those put into our foam. So I'm going to put the tall one right up here in the middle. She's going to go right up here. I love that she's going to shoot out the top. It's going to be so cute. There's one. Now let's have the other one come out to the side. So it can have a nice little short stem. And we're going to put it into the foam right here. Oh, perfect. Okay. So the carrots are in, and now I talked about that bow. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, bow. Here's our bow that we made, and we can link that for you below, but oh my gosh, so cute. Just the perfect textures, the perfect look. I want to put that right up there. Now, when we make this bow, we have a nice cable tie on the back, and we're going to add this also to a floral pin. We're using all the floral pins today. They are such a handy wire that you don't have to bend and do it yourself. You can just use it pre-made. So I'm going to come in here and just put that cable tie on the back and put the little pin on. So now that pin is on there. And what you need to do is just take and trim this off, put a little glue on, and we're ready to put her in. Here we go. A little bit of glue. I'm just going to put the glue right on that pin. Here's the magic. And I want her to be pretty high up in this design. So I'm going to put that pin up high on that foam. Ooh, perfect. And let these tails come down. You can even take and bring some of the tails behind the greenery you already put in. That's okay. You can layer them in there. Isn't that great? Now that we've got her looking really cute, we've got that bow in there. I'm going to show you how to make it look really dimensional by putting greenery into the bow basically, and we're going to use those last few pieces from those bushes we had in there right now. So I've got a little bit of the hangy greenery, and we're going to put this in. This is a button fern, and I'm going to take and we're going to really utilize this coming out of the middle. So just cut down that little piece of the bottom off, and now we're going to use this kind of coming out of the side. And I'm going to take and kind of give her a little bend. And I'd like for her to trail right out of the middle. I don't need her to be too long, so I'm going to decide how long I want and then just make a little bit of a cut on here. So we'll have two pieces. I just cut that, so I'll have one a little bit longer, one a little shorter. And this piece right here, we're going to have kind of work right out of the bow over here on the right. So I'm going to load that up with a little glue and just gently pull my bow over slightly. Like pull a couple layers out, and I'm going to work it right into the bow, right there. Ooh, you see what I'm talking about? Oh yeah. And now that's kind of coming out. Isn't that fun? Let's do the same thing over here on the left. I'm going to use this piece and I'm going to give it a little bend, and we'll have it come out of the bow also. Now you can make these identically the same size or length. Play with it. Just bring a few loops in. I'm going to pop this in right here. Now you may have to pin it in if you feel like that stem is too weak. Oh, it's fine. I'll grab another floral pin and we'll pin it in. Sometimes when you cut the hanging stems, they don't have that strong wire, but you just take one of your little pins and pop it in to hold it. It went in a little, but you know, when you don't hear the crunch, you know, I better do a backup plan, folks. I'm big on the backup plans. Like I said earlier, we need them in life. We need them in floral design. So now I'm going to bring this, oh, perfect. So I've got a little bit more ba-boom here and a little bit less over here. Let's take a step back and look at it. Yes! Oh, she's so cute. Now it's time to get some of that rosemary from the back. We want that in the foreground right now. So let's kind of start working with the smaller pieces right here at the bottom of the bow. Just gently pick this up. This is that magic of the foam there. You can just pop that in. Ooh, 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 baby, baby. When you start putting those little touches in where there's that depth created, now we kind of layered in our greeneries. We got our cute little carrots at the top. That's when we're having fun. We are having fun. And make sure you're utilizing these wires. So I'm going to come in here. I got this a little bend to the front. We're going to come in here, tuck it in right here. And this one, oh, you hear that crunch? Ah, you know you're in there good. Pretty. And watch those glue strings. We don't want to see any of those. I'll just have those coming around. Let's have one over here, kind of in the same area we put the little hanging greenery. So I'm going to give this a good bend. See, you can manipulate it just how you want it. That's what's so fun about floral arranging with faux materials, is you can bend it however you want. If you want nature to be having it go to the left today, it can. I'm going to put one behind the carrot and one in front. Ooh, and then one more here to the right. And I kind of got the right coming down just a little bit more. So I'm going to utilize that coming down just a little bit more over here. Give those a happy little bend, and they look so movement, you know, they're moving. Let's go in here. Could you believe somebody could have so much fun making a carrot wreath for Easter? Believe it, y'all. Believe it. I love this natural look that's just so soft, so cute, but it can go really in your decor anytime because of the way it's not bright and colorful, but nice and natural and neutral. Isn't that fun? Y'all, if you've never made one of these fun door hangers with us, this is the time to try one out. I think you're going to have a blast. So if you need the link for the supplies, just let us know here, and we'll be happy to give it to you so you can grab the exact materials we used here today. All right, Bloomerinos, go have fun with flowers, and I'm going to see you next time.